Valley Conference back in 1977. The Creighton Bluejays, going into tonight's game, have beaten the Braves 9 times in a row, dating back to 2001 on February 14th. It's the longest losing streak ever to a Valley school, and only one has beaten Bradley more times in a row, the DePaul Blue Demons. Jim Les has yet to beat Dana Altman. He's 0-6. He'll try for numero uno tonight. The Braves are 15-10 against the Creighton Bluejays at Carver Arena. Dana Altman didn't win for the longest time. He's now 4-6 here. He's 13-10 all time against the Braves.
You know, he's never really had to put a bad team on the floor, Dave. When he was first starting the program, they played the same way. They may not have won, but, you know, they'd play well, and he just a constant building thing with Altman in the program.
He's a marvelous coach.
Yes, he is.
He really is.
Surprising they're able to keep him there.
The 24th season at Carver Arena, Bradley is 249-81 and 142-54 after the win over Northern Iowa a week ago in overtime. The Blue Jays won here last year, 74-65. As a coach mentioned, Watts and I were over at the Redbird Arena the other day, and Creighton's coming off a 53-50 loss to Illinois State Saturday afternoon. Dana Ford with a 40-footer at the buzzer to win it. Their other losses were to DePaul the same night Bradley lost at Loyola, and Tennessee Chattanooga, first time out of the gate without Nate Funk. He will play. I'm not sure if they've listed him as a starter tonight, and he is not. He did not start the other day at Illinois State.
But he did get big minutes, didn't he, Dave?
He did, and there are a couple things that he doesn't do that he usually does. He doesn't go to the boards as much because he's an excellent rebounder for 6'3". Didn't get into the physical contact, but he still runs off screens very well, and he still passes it well, and he is a dead-eye shooter, in my opinion. And I don't know what you feel. He's the best player in the Missouri Valley Conference when he's healthy, 100%.
Well, he's a very good player, Dave. He lacks some of the athletic skills, but I think of the smarts, being able to shoot the ball, court sense on the floor. It'd be pretty hard to contest that. He doesn't have the jumping ability, the maneuverability of some of the players in the league. But he is very, very good.
Watch the boards. The Braves have out-rebounded the opponent 7 games in a row. And how did they do it the other night against Wichita State in the overtime loss?
Well, one way we did it, Dave, we had so many shots we missed. That shouldn't happen again. You know, you're not going to shoot 33% and have a game like we had over there. Not very often. I look to see us shoot better tonight. I look to see Marcellus come on and shoot. He hasn't shot the ball real well, Dave, and this would be a good time for him to break out.
Well, I've already caused havoc up here because I've spilled lemonade all over the place. And
well, Watts was gone. He didn't see the mop-up job you did.
Well, Mike's cleaning the equipment up. I'll tell you, the new year is starting off real great here.
It's not how we start like tonight. It's how you finish.
That's right, Coach. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on WMBD Peoria, Illinois. Courtney Bickerman back at the station and already tells us that we have, as the Braves come onto the floor to our right, the game is televised tonight. If you're watching at home, we call it the Braves move from left to right, right to left, as you watch at home. Courtney's already given us a halftime score. I couldn't believe it. Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne, 32.
Now, who's that?
Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne.
Not the ooey pooey. This is the a poof. Leads Indiana State at the Hallman Center, 32-20 at halftime. Boy, that's an RPI killer if the Sycamores don't come back. They have a fine point guard coach in Josh Dotzler, and you'll enjoy watching him play. He's a good one.
He's a true
freshman.
point guard, probably, yeah.
Darren DeVries, he used to play at Northern Iowa. Brian Fish and Kevin McKenna, the star, former NBA player, played with the Lakers among other teams, are the assistant coaches for Dana Altman. The Blue Jays were 23-11 last year. They tied for third in the Valley, 11-7, and they won the Missouri Valley Conference tournament over SMS. Went on to the NCAA, one of 3 teams in the league to do so, and lost to West Virginia in the first round, 63-61. Jim Les, as I mentioned, in his 4th year, 47-51. With Chuck Bisher, Eric Bisher, Lennox Forrester, and Kyle Vogt, the assistants. The trainer is Eric Redmond. By the way, Sam Singh will have his surgery on Friday. Strength coach is Ronnie Wright. The managers are Joe Fulton, Pat Forrester, Steve Jackson, Mike Peplow, and Gabe Sechrist. And the basketball secretary is Linda Rose. The officials for tonight's game, as assigned by Jim Boomerbain is David Hall, the referee. The umpires are Steve Morris and Darren George. Time for the keys to tonight's game. Ready, Coach?
Ready.
Sellis get over his average, which dipped after the loss to Wichita to 14.9.
And against a team that controls the ball, may be hard to do, but he is due to break out, Dave.
Scoring. Patrick O'Brien against Anthony Tolliver, who may be the most improved player in the Valley. Watch for him. He's number 44. Watts and I were very impressed with him the other day over in Normal. His game is increased by leaps and bounds, and also at the free throw line where he struggled in days gone by. But they were 2 of 9 from the line the other day. Only got there 9 times and made 2. When you lose 53-50, that's a big part of it.
Well, they still got Watts in that front line, and he's another bad free throw shooter, I believe, Dave.
Under 13 turnovers for tonight's game. Defensively, keep them under 70. The Braves, or Creighton is 5-0 when they score 70 or more. Tolliver and Mathis, Johnny Mathis tonight. Yes, it's Tony Bennett and Johnny Mathis. Less than 20 points combined and over 16 turnovers. Turn them over. They won't press as much. Their pressure caused Bradley all kinds of trouble last year, especially at the Quest Center. What's our magic number tonight, Coach?
I'm going a little lower, Dave, about 65.
I got 65 as well. How about that?
Well, let's hope it's right.
Let's hope it's right. Teams that line up, free throw line extended, and now from Carver Arena, game 1 of the year 2006 will take place, and everybody will stand, and the Bradley basketball band, led by Dr. Dave Roman. Actually, it's the alumni band that will participate tonight, and we will have, after a moment of silence to remember our troops serving in Afghanistan, Iraq, and other parts of the world, and we want to say hello to Rich Lavin again tonight, who's, I think, back in Tokyo, Japan.
Thank you, and we thank them.
And I'd figure out what time it was, but it's tomorrow sometime. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, we'll have our national anthem. Bradley and Drake is our next game in Des Moines at the Knapp Center, and that will be on Thursday night. To honor America, this is our national anthem. Job done on the anthem tonight. Terrific. Terrific. Dean Altman, Jim Less, and the assistants shake hands as we get ready to go. The Blue Jays dressed in blue. We'll have those, well, at least the home uniforms are better. We got those, we got to really do our homework on those great Bulldogs. They substitute about every 10 seconds. It's like a hockey line change. I have to talk to Norm Ulrich before we go to Des Moines. They get them up and start changing at the 19-minute mark. But that's on Thursday. Tonight, the Blue Jays and their visiting blue uniforms. Dark blue, not a navy blue. It's a pure blue with white trim and names on the back of the uniforms. You can't miss them. And for the Jays, they will go at guard with Josh Dotzler. 6'1", 190 freshman from Bellevue West High School in Nebraska. That's a suburb of Omaha. 4.9 points, 1.8 rebounds per game. Had 10 against Xavier. Plays 32 minutes, and that's the most on their team for a freshman point guard. Johnny, sing to me, Johnny Mathis, 6 foot. He wears number 11. Dotzler is 12. 170 junior from Louisville, averaging 12.4. It is 44, Anthony Tolliver. He's from Kickapoo High School in Springfield, Missouri. Outbury missed on him, 6'9", 245. Dane Watts wears 50, 6'8", 225 sophomore from Warrensburg, Missouri, 8 points a game. And Nick Porter, junior college player, he's from Vegas, and also Los Angeles, Compton, junior college, 6'3", 215, junior from Vegas, averaging 8.2. So it's Porter 3, Watts 50, Tolliver 11, Doetzler 12. Now the Heritage Bank starting lineup with Jim Lesses, Bradley Braves, the point guard, Daniel Ruffin. He's from Peoria Central High School, 5'10", 165. The sophomore who hit that three-pointer to send it into overtime at Wichita. 6.9 points, 2.5 rebounds, and assist to turnover. 43 up and 26 down. Career high against the Wave of Pepperdine last year. Sing to me, Tony. Tony Bennett, 6'1", 170, senior from Chicago Westinghouse and Pratt, Kansas Community College, averaging 11 points and 4 rebounds a game. Assist turnover, 26 up and 18 down. Patrick O'Brien, 33 minutes in his 2 games, 15.5 points, 15 rebounds per game, and he's already blocked 5 shots. He wears 13, of course. 22, Lawrence Wright had an outstanding game at Wichita. 6'4", 200-pound senior from Wheaton, California. Yuma Community College, 12.8 points, 6.3 rebounds a game. And coming off a less than stellar performance, wants to make amends tonight. Marcellus Somerville, 6'7", 225, senior from Peoria High School, 14.9 points per game. He did have 10 boards to get his rebound total up to 6.8 at Wichita the other night. By the way, Marcellus is 29th on the all-time list, 1,124, 4 behind Billy Mann, and 14 away from Seymour Reed. This broadcast is brought to you by Bradley University and JMP Media Group, LLC, solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. Any publication or rebroadcast without direct consent of JMP Radio Group, LLC, or Bradley University is prohibited. Coach Stoll and I have been approved by Bradley University. Got to continue to rebound, Coach, and I would imagine that we will be able to do that quite a bit. The thing about rebounding is you don't want to miss as many shots as we did in Wichita last Friday night.
That's for sure. And we need to get a 3 in early to get the monkey off our back. You know, that can build on you, Dave. I think it built that entire game up until Danny came down and made the 3 to tie the ball game. Go 1 for 19. I'd like to see us get a 3 in early.
I think a big key, and I didn't include this in the keys of the game, is who gets 2 fouls first, O'Brien or Tolliver? Because Jerry Vanderhyde, former Creighton Bluejay right down here, played for Tony Baroni a few years ago.
You know, Tolliver's a little foul prone last year. If we do a little pump fake around the basket.
Get him off his feet.
Yeah, right.
Creighton, as you watch at home, will be moving from left to right. And we're about ready to go. We're not going to go overtime tonight, are we?
Well, why not? Whatever it takes, Dave.
It'll be Tolliver to move into jump now. The Braves ran a play that they worked on in practice today off the jump, Coach. And it's going to be O'Brien on a rim runner. He's going to tip and go.
Well, all these teams here, Dave, give us a free tip to back to Danny Ruffin. I don't know why, but I hope they've done it again tonight. And
there's the tip, and there goes OB all the way down, and they look for him, but they covered it up. So now they're going to run the offense, and out of this, Somerville is to get a shot. They worked on this today at the shoot-around, and they'll see what we get.
Now
it's to Ruff.
You got to take what the defense gives you now.
Ruff take it up high right. Look at the baseline, Lawrence Wright. Here's O'Brien. His free throw line jumper is up and good, and it's 2-0. That was not the play they ran in practice this morning. 2-0 on a jump shot by O'Brien. High post pass is knocked away, loose on the floor. Going to get it is Johnny Mathis. Was fouled by Bennett, who fouled him again. It wasn't called either time. Doetzler with it. Walk wasn't called, and now backs up to the right wing. 2-0 Braves at 19:15 just underway. With it is Dane Watson. Now it's Tolliver. Goes inside, gets doubled. Now the bounce past Doetzler. Go to the baseline. He's free all the way down. Lay it up. Miss it. Rebound O'Brien. His first of the night. Spits it out to Ruffin. Ruff across the timeline. On the drive. On the move. Pull up jumper. That bounces no good. Rebound Ruff tips it out. Mathis has it. He's back. Tony Bennett with O'Brien. Mathis cross court skip to Porter. Stutter step dribble taken in the lane. Fall away jumper ties the game.
Nice
Sits
drive.
everybody down. A little 6-footer goes in. Ties the game at 2 at 18:40. Lawrence Wright. This is already more than they saw the other day offensively. It's up and down the floor. A minute and a half gone. Somerville, 3-ball. Bounce it, no good. Rebound O'Brien. Was he pushed? Yes, he was by Tolliver.
On the weak
There's
side,
one.
that's an early one.
They have to have him in the game, Coach.
I was going to say, they don't have much depth at all, and certainly the front line they don't.
Inbound is Ruffin on the right side between the E and the S on Braves. Look at a lob to O'Brien. Instead, it's a pass out in front to Lawrence Wright. Back to Ruff. His 3-ball right. That bounces no good. So the Braves start off 0 for 2 from 3 land. They're 1 of 4 from the field. The game's even at 2, 18-18. First half, Doetzler with it. Porter, deep pass inside. Look to pass out of it, and now good ball movement inside. It's Tolliver. And he throws a skip pass to Johnny Mathis. 3-ball good, corner right.
3-point basket.
Good ball movement that time by Creighton.
Breaking pressure, here's Tony Bennett. Has it knocked away out of bounds by Tolliver. Almost got a reach 2 minutes in. 5-2 Creighton with the lead on the 3-ball by Johnny Mathis.
They've let him do a little reaching already in this game.
Yeah, they have, because Tony Bennett fouled twice and wasn't called.
And out in the front court.
Somerville now Ruffin. Get a high post ball screen from Lawrence Wright, who steps out. Looks down the gut. Ooh, almost a dangerous pass. Tony Bennett, his 3-ball left. That's good.
Made him
And
pay.
ties the game. Well, there's a 3-point shot that went down. We haven't seen many of those. Tony gets on the board and ties it at 5 at 17:40. As he hit it from the left wing. Look at a lob underneath. There's Tolliver. He's doubled by O'Brien and Somerville. And stepping out of bounds was Tolliver. First turnover of the game at 17:34.
You know, I think he was pushed right out of bounds into the official, and the official didn't see it, Dave, but we'll certainly take it.
Johnny Mathis is out and Nate Funk is in. 6'3", 205 senior from Sioux City, Iowa. He's simply, if not the best, right there with him in the Missouri Valley Conference.
They're
But he's
showing
hurt.
you a 1-2-2 full court press here now.
Haven't pressed as much. It caused the Braves all kinds of problems last year, but not this time. As Bennett's across the timeline, even at 5, 17-23 to play first half. Missouri Valley Conference basketball. Here's Ruffin. Looks up top. Somerville drives against Porter. Turns tough. 13-footer goes home.
Good to see Marcellus hit one down there.
His first deuce, and it's 7-5. The Braves have a 2-point lead back, and Funk steps out of bounds on a bad pass by Doetzler. Out of bounds, second turnover for the Blue Jays, and here comes Jeffrey Day, 6'9", 235 senior from Seattle, Washington. 3 out of 6 now for the Braves from the field. And here comes Ruff, 17:07 for the first half. Bradley 7, Creighton 5. With it is Ruffin between the legs, gives to Lawrence Wright. Free throw line extended on the right. Somerville is posting downstairs on a high-low. There's the pass in and out of his hands. Get it back. Turn around. Hooker good. He's got 4.
Good hands that time by Somerville.
On a high-low look at
tough
the
ball
other
to
end.
catch.
Here comes a shot missed by Porter. Rebound is tipped off a couple of hands. Picked up by Ruff. He's on the scoot. Looks like a one-dog in flight. Alley-oop to lob is to it. Boogie for the layup. Good. Great hands. It's 11-5. Braves by 6. Lawrence Wright gets his first deuce. Day at the high post. Wears 43 tonight.
He's just going to pass it out there.
And he's looking for somebody to pass to. Watts with it. 16-20 first half. Watts with it on the left wing. There's Day, his jumper. I'll be darned. He missed the shot. Rebound Lawrence Wright. I can't believe he shot it from there.
No, and they had no rebounders.
Here is Tony Bennett. Drop down pass, layup, good. Bennett went up the pass and dropped it down to O'Brien. Timeout Braves. 13-5. 4 points for O'Brien. Bennett went up for a 3-ball and dropped it right in his lap for a deuce.
8-point run by Bradley was 5-5.
Actually, it was 5-2, remember. And so the Braves are on a run here. Bradley Braves basketball brought to you by Illinois American Water, proud to provide you with quality water service. And Ford, as Mathis and Tolliver come back in, Visit your local Ford dealer, home of the new 2006 Ford Freestyle and 500, built for the heartland, built for the road ahead. So this is the kind of start you want, Coach.
Well, it sure is, and they got both Mathis and Tolliver on the bench. They don't have that kind of depth scoring-wise. They got to have them back in there for probably almost 35 minutes a game, I think.
16:06 to play. Tony Bennett, what a nice drop-down pass.
A good recognition, Dave, because he had the shot, and he's already, when he saw that the big guy O'Brien was open down there, and made a fine pass. Now we got press.
Tolliver back in, Dotzler with it, and Ruffin is on him. And Dotzler, the freshman, as Day comes out, Tolliver's in for him. He took a bad shot. Here's Dotzler. He better be careful or Ruff will get him while having a official time to the next dead ball. And O'Brien just got a high post pass. And fouled, and he'll come to the bench when we come back. As Zach Andrews will come into O'Brien. That was not a good foul for Patrick as he tried to cut down a pass very high at the high post.
Yeah, it was too obvious.
15:53 to play. First half, Bradley 13, Creighton 5. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on 1470 WMBD. You got any other scores there, Courtney? Yep. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Here you go, Coach. Boy, is it hot in here?
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Watch you. You got to be really comfortable. Dave Snell, Joe Stoll, Jim Watson, and Mike Sable back at Carver Arena. Bradley Braves basketball is brought to you by Avanti's. If you have a son or daughter between 8 and 12, register them to be an honorary ball boy or ball girl at any of the 3 Avanti's locations. Winners will be notified and announced prior to each home game. And by the Unland Companies. Take the hassle out of buying insurance with one call. They're in the white and yellow pages. The Unland Companies, where it's about you. Rebounds, Bradley 4-2.
Assists, Dave, 5 assists, no turnovers for Bradley. That's big already in the first timeout break here.
Patrick O'Brien, a blocked shot. No steals for either team. 2 of 4 for the Blue Jays, but they've turned it over a couple times. The Bradley defense has been very good, and they took one real bad shot with Jeffrey Day.
6 out of 9 from the field for Bradley. Just quite a little better, Dave, than Wichita, certainly.
Zach Andrews is in the game. Zach, for the first time, when's he going to do his Jerry Springer tonight? That got the attention of of Mitch Holtis and Spoon the other night when he did that. We're used to seeing it now. 6'8", junior from Sacramento, averaging 8.1 points per game. Inbound right for the Blue Jays. They look at Funk. The count is 2. Give to Tolliver. And now Dotzler with it. He'll bring it back out in front. 15:47 to play first half. Jeremy Crouch comes into the next dead ball. Bradley 13 and Creighton 5. Bennett has Funk. And now they double him. Give Dotzler. On the baseline is Tolliver. Out Mathis. Good ball movement as Dane Watts' 3 is good from the corner right.
Really
Second 3 ball they've hit on that same play. Here's Bennett the other end. His layup is up and fouled. They'll go to the line for a pair as the Blue Jays didn't get back in time. 15:28. Free throw time for Tony Bennett. As he was fouled by Dotzler, his first, second team. 15:28 to play first half, and Bennett to the line. Tony is 20 of 27, 74%. He has 3 points on a 3-ball in this game. First one's up and in and out. Jeremy Crouch is in for Lawrence Wright. JC from Pekin, 6'5", 200-pounder. 7.6 points. 1.7 rebounds per game for Jeremy. One more. That's good. 14-6, 14-8, 6-point lead for the Braves. 4 points
press
for Bennett. Here's Tolliver. All had to retrieve a Tough pass. Dotzler with it. He wears number 12 with a left-hand dribble on the left side. Now looks to go to the wing left. The Braves double him with Somerville and Crouch. Tries to scramble away. Inside shot is up and good. And Zach Andrews fouls. Tolliver going in. First foul on Zach's second team, and a three-point opportunity could bring the Blue Jays within 3.
Tolliver scored the basket, which counts.
And they'll get Bishop into the game. This is Dominic, as he likes to be called. Bishop, 6 foot 170, junior from Buffalo, New York. 2.7. Free throw, Tolliver is up, missed. And the rebound long is Tolliver. That should not happen. Somebody didn't check the shooter. He was 72% before that miss. So it stays at 14-10 as Tolliver got his own rebound. Shooting. He sets a ball screen. Here's Funk, who's doubled. Mathis fakes the pass, go to the free throw line, spins away. Good Bradley defense on him. And now Watts with it. He got the 3 ball last time. Number 4 is Bishop. He's got it left, get a ball screen. It was almost moving by Watts. The Braves are doubling and everything here. Here's Mathis, fakes the pass and takes the shot. He's open and misses. Rebound, they're on the back of Jeremy Crouch. It's Funk. His first, team third, and with a 4-point lead at 14-38. Bradley 14, Creighton 10. The Braves will have the ball. Done a good job thus far, Tony Bennett has on Funk, coach, and they're doubling everything on the guards out front.
I don't think he's had a shot yet.
Looking at a half-court trap as Ruffin gives to Crouch. Jeremy with it, out high right, give to Somerville. A step, a lob to Zach. Put it on the floor and lose it out of bounds.
Well, they had nice help from the weak side. It's kind of hard to do that on a high-low pass, but they got help that time.
Braves' first turnover of the game comes at 14-24. Goes to Zach Andrews. Dane Watts will inbound. Watts is from Warrensburg, Missouri. Gives it to Johnny Mathis. Get a ball screen, but Ruffin slides through that. He's got Mathis on the dribble with a left. Going to hand off to Bishop, and Crouch is on him. Jeremy's got a sizable size advantage.
Nice
Here's
cut.
Watts the other end. Shot is blocked by Bennett, but foul on Bennett. And a foul call by Steve Morris. Looked to be a pretty good one. First foul on Bennett. Third team on the Braves, and it'll be Dane Watts going to the line, trying to get Creighton within 2. Tony tried for the block. Got called for the foul.
Watts 54% on the season, Dave.
13 of 24 before this attempt. He's got the 3 ball in. Dane Watts, WATTS short.
Never had a chance.
Check the shooter this time. 14:09. Bradley's lead is 14-10. Been on 14 for a few times. Lawrence Wright, second one. Boing. Misses. Zach Andrews the rebound. Like a turnover. Give it to Ruffin. Ruff across the timeline. Comes to the right. Bennett. 3 ball. Tony up. Good!
Oh, that's a big one. You missed 2 free throws, then you come down here 3.
5-point turnaround, right?
All right.
17-10. 7 points for Tony Bennett. He's winning the singers battle. Here's Watts 3. Short. Rebound tip out. Going to get it to Somerville. Tries to save and does to Ruffin, who just went and got it. Ruff across the timeline beats Watts. He's around 1. Skip pass back to Somerville. Long range 3. Missed it. Rebound Zach Andrews went for it. He was way out of his range that time. Down at the other end is Bishop. His shot is up and missed. Rebound is tipped out long. Taken down by Bennett, who saves off of Mathis, who throws the other end. And there's Nate Funk with a bad shoulder, diving to knock the ball out of bounds. That's the kind of player he is. There's a guy with a shoulder injury, coach, and he goes headlong into the standards. He is some player.
It's the only way he knows to play, Dave.
Tony Bennett comes out. Tony had a wonderful first 6 minutes or so. Dotzler is in. Porter is back. Funk is out. Bishop is out. Watts is out. Porter is in. Mathis. Jeffrey Day is in along with Tolliver. Braves inbound right. Leading 17-10. Danny Ruffin is out as well. Here's Somerville. Has the ball pop on him. Crouch. Lawrence Wright. Gives Will Franklin.
Zone inbounds, Dave.
Franklin looks to penetrate. Make a bad pass. Not sure where he was throwing it. Second Bradley turnover as Will turned it over. And then a travel the other end by Johnny Mathis. 13:05. Third turnover for Creighton to go in the first half. Bradley 17 and Creighton 10. It's got to be about 200 degrees in here.
Boy, Dots was running down the floor. There's back to the ball. Never saw it. Had plenty of time to look.
O'Brien will come into the next dead ball 7 minutes in. With it is Wright. Give to Somerville. Crouch is in the corner on the left. Zach Andrews looks for the skip pass. Stops and gives it to Franklin out front. It's a 2-3 zone. Or is it a man?
They're playing man-to-man.
Here's a pull-up jumper by Zach Andrews. A bad shot, but the rebound taken down by Franklin. So the Braves get another rebound, and Zach was way out of his range that time. Looked to get a ball screen. Somerville down to the other end. Fakes twice, misses it. Lawrence Wright is there to get a hand on. It's going to be out of bounds off of Creighton, I think, because Dotzer was on the floor and touched it when he was out of bounds. O'Brien for Somerville at 12:31 of the first half. Bradley 17 and Creighton 10. By the way, Indiana State had shored up that lead a little bit. It's Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne, 35-29 now in the second half. Here's Will Franklin. Skip passes to Crouch. Lob is to O'Brien, in and out of his hands. And then he loses it, out of bounds. Last touched by the Jays. 16 on the shot clock. 12:33 to play.
It's like they're zoning most all their inbounds, Dave. They zone that again.
12:37 to go, by the way, in the game at Terre Haute. Sycamores are down by 6. Lawrence Wright will inbound left baseline this time. Gives to O'Brien. Zach Andrews.
2-3 zone.
Franklin. Off up ball screen is Jeremy Crouch, taken to the left. They sag about 12 feet off of Zach Andrews. Hand off to Jeremy with 3 on the shot clock, short. Rebound is tipped out to Crouch. Another offensive possession. Lawrence Wright looks inside and then fires a 3 left. That bounces high and no good. It almost bounced down, and the rebound taken down by Tolliver. Took a high bounce and didn't go down. At the other end, here's Porter getting back. The ball is blocked by Zach Andrews, and I think he was fouled on the play going in. 21 is Zach. He picks up the foul, his second. He'll come out at 11:53 to play first half. By the way, one of the officials the other night admitted after the game that they missed that call on the block by Zach Andrews. Bradley 17, Creighton 10. Free throws for the Jays when we come back in a minute. 11:53 to play. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball in the first half on WMD Peoria, Illinois.
When you have a team effort with people working together, great things can happen. The SEFCU team has helped members reach their financial goals since 1937. SEFCU, proud to serve your community and proud to be your credit union.
Eleven to 5 of the boards.
Yeah, they've only had 9 shots, Dave. That's not very many. 8 minutes. We're going to rebound most teams, I would think.
Dave Snell, Joe Stoll, Jim Watson, and Mike Sable. Bradley and Drake on Thursday night from the Knapp Center in Des Moines, Iowa. Bradley Braves basketball brought to you by Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery. When you enter your Irish, 100,000 welcomes wait you before and after every game at State and Water on Peoria's riverfront. Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, and by Paradise, host of the Halftime Report. Go to Las Vegas this February for the big game party, courtesy of Paradise Hotel Casino. Prime Reward members earn increase through January 15th with slot and table game play and double entries on Monday.
Dave, we out-rebounded them 11 to 5, but surprisingly, in the first 8 minutes, we've used 8 players, and all of them got at least 1 rebound. That's certainly unusual.
Certainly a strength of this team. 11:53 to play first half. Oh, they're going to get this guy with the long name in here. He didn't play the other day. Bryce Ninsu. Nensu, number 24. He's a sophomore from Nansambia, Cameroon, and Weatherford Junior College. 2 points already for Nick Porter, and he's got 2 free throws here. First one's up and good. They were 2 of 9 the other day against the Redbirds.
They're only 67% on the season, and that's not like Creighton.
Porter is now 26 of 43 after the first make.
That was their first one tonight. They were 1 for 4.
Porter's second one is good. And here comes Ninsu in. Bryce Ninsu.
1-2-2 zone press on the full court.
17 to 12 is the Bradley lead. A 5. In the backcourt is Crouch, finds Lawrence Wright, now Somerville.
Good
in the
job of
half-court.
breaking it.
With it, Will Franklin. He's in there for Daniel Ruffin. Somerville with it, free throw line extended to the right. Now Lawrence Wright looks to swing and then instead comes back to Will Franklin, who pulls up the jumper, bounce it away, no good.
That's a little early. I'd like to see us get a few more touches for O'Brien when he's in there.
Rebound Johnny Mathis. Ruffin will come in the next dead ball. 11:23 to play first half. Bradley 17, Creighton 12.
O'Brien 2 for 2 from the field, not enough touches.
Dotzler. Tony Bennett will come in the next dead ball. A ball fake going all the way down to the basket. Shot is blocked by O'Brien. Rebound by O'Brien. Kicks it out. Franklin has on the left JC. In and out of his hands. Gets it back. Reverse layup misses. Boogie's got it. Back up blocked. Day tries to save, and so does Dotzler. It's out of bounds. It'll go to the Braves as Dotzler winds up in section 4. Seat 1. Franklin out. Crouch out. Funk in. And Tony Bennett is back. So it's Ruff and Bennett. The Bradley starters are on the floor at 10:59 to go in the first half. Bennett jump passes to Lawrence Wright. Now to Ruffin, running off of screen. Inside it's Lawrence Wright. Drop down pass is O'Brien for a short jumper is good.
And he's
8-footer right.
3 for 3.
He's got 6. Bradley lead is 19-12 at 10:40 to play in the first half. Dotzler with it with a left-hand dribble. Ruffin is on him. Pass it to high post. It's Tolliver. Take it back out Ninsu. Think of the knife. With it is Tolliver. Skip past Dotzler. Wasn't ready for it. Now he has it. Free throw line extended to the right. Wants a ball screen. Instead goes baseline. Dotzler hangs, fires up. Missed, fouled.
Yeah, Daniel
Almost
got
a charge.
Daniel got beat one-on-one going to his right, and that really shouldn't happen. Seldom happens with Daniel.
First foul on Ruff. Team foul 5 on Bradley at 10:24. Oh, Lawrence Wright picked it up. His first. So Boogie picks up the foul. Dotzler, how's he at the line? Well, he's 10 of 18, 61%. Indiana, Purdue Fort Wayne now 44-33 with 5.5 to go. Free throw good, Dotzler. Porter in. And Bishop will come in for Dotzler. So Ninsu wasn't in there very long, was he? 19-13. 19-14. Dotzler hits a pair. Bishop in for him. So the Bradley lead is 5 with 10:24 to play. Blue Jays hanging around here. They're a good team. With it is Ruffin. Braves on a break. It's Somerville at the other end. His short shot is good. Break pressure and scores. 6 for Somerville. The scoring's very balanced tonight. 21 Bradley, 14 Creighton, 10-10 to go. Bishop get a ball screen, but Ruffin goes through that. Here's Nate Funk. He's going to make that shot. Nope. In and out.
Over the
Rebound.
back.
And it's Jeffrey Day on the back of O'Brien, who was about to get another rebound with 10:05 to play in the half.
And you're right, that's Funk's shot, Dave. You won't see him miss that.
I thought sure that was going down. That was like Tony's jumper at Wichita the other night we thought was going in. Bradley 21, Creighton 14. First foul on Jeffrey Day. Team foul 4 on the Jays. Somerville with it. Advances it across the timeline and give to Ruffin. Ruff has it high right now, come between the rings, going to angle to the right, give to Bennett. Between the rings, get a ball screen, going to drive all the way down for a layup. It's blocked. O'Brien's putback is up and good. Offensive rebound and a score. O'Brien has 8, and he has 5 boards now. On his way to another double-double. Bishop with it, get a ball screen, fought through by Ruffin. Jeffrey Day gives to Funk. He's going to pull up a jumper for Bishop, up and good. 3-point shot right wing. 23-17, Bishop's first 3. Ruffin gets away from Bishop. Coming down on the move, Bishop was reaching in and missed him. Then Ruff around 1, around 2. Tony Bennett, 3-ball left. That's good.
First 3 by Tony, he's got 10.
26-17. Bennett's winning the singer battle tonight. Bishop with it. Mathis is in the dressing room. Not really, but he's not in the game. Porter with it. Free throw line extended to the left. Bradley's lead is 9. 26-17. 8:53 to play first half. Bennett has 10. With it is Day. Look for a handoff to Bishop. Gets 2 screens. Now goes down the lane. Jeffrey Day. That's not a good shot. He made it anyway.
But you're right, it's not a good shot for him.
Pull up jumper from 10 goes home. Actually about 15. Bennett drop down passes to O'Brien. Wanted to take the shot, didn't take it. Crowd wanted a foul. Here's a three by Funk, misses, and O'Brien's going to be over the top. Yep, his second foul. 26-19. Second foul. What they're upset about is they didn't call the one at the other end. And Jim Les not happy about it.
Well, you got Patrick and
Zach both with 2.
right. Andrews has got 2 also.
8:25. That's team foul number 6 on the Braves and second on O'Brien. Now what will Jim do? Going to keep OB in the game. Slapping and looking is Bishop. The count is 2. And give it in the lane. And the shot is up and missed by Porter, and the rebound taken down by Somerville. Braves lead by 7. Bennett, a ball fake, beats Funk all the way down. Hangs, fires, scores, and fouled. What a shot by Tony Bennett. The crooner goes for a 3-point play.
He's got 12, Dave. Played very well.
They're going to call him for a charge, Coach.
Oh, where'd that come from? It looked like he might have charged, but it looked like that wasn't the call, Dave.
They're going to take the basket away?
I think so.
They got to count the basket. The ball was out of his hands. 26-19.
Yep, I think he did count it.
Danny Adams going to come in. 8:13 to play in the half. That's the seventh team foul.
Second on Tony.
And Bennett's got 2. Zach Andrews got 2. O'Brien's got 2. And the Bradley lead now, as they just put the points on the board, is 28-19. Tony had to arch the shot over the top and then charged. Now Dana Altman, they're going to check and see whether they count. They're going to have 1 and 1 at the other end. And Tolliver, count the basket, 1 and bonus for Tolliver. Well, Dave Hall's a good official, so Tony's goal scores. Bennett now with 12. And here goes Tolliver for 1 and bonus. That's a 17th foul. He's got 2. And missed that one. 6th rebound for O'Brien. At 8:10, we'll have an official time in the next dead ball. Bradley trying for a double-digit lead here. 28-19 over the Blue Jays. Somerville gets away from Funk. Pull up 10-footer, missed it. Boogie tip it, no good. Boogie tip again. Danny Adams comes down with it. It's a held ball. It'll go to Creighton.
That was a heck of a tip by Lawrence. Didn't get it down, but it did everything to go down.
Official time. It's Bradley 28, Creighton 19, 7:55 to play first half. Back in a minute. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on 1470 WMBD. Danny Shinakis. That's Mike Shinakis' grandson.
Is that right?
Just hit that
yeah,
shot.
he teaches out of Matamora.
Good guy. No, Mike Shinakis. Any scores, Courtney? Okay. Dave Snell, Joe Stoll, Jim Watson, and Mike Sable back at Carver Arena. Bradley's lead is 28-19 over Creighton with 7:55 to play. In the first half, Bradley basketball is brought to you by the Country Insurance and Financial Agents of the game. Tonight, they're Garth Baker, Steve O'Neill, Mark Parr, and Chad Fox in Pekin. And Bradley basketball brought to you by Heritage Bank of Central Illinois. Proud to support Bradley basketball in the communities they serve. Heritage Bank professionals gladly give their time and talent to many local organizations. Coach, the Braves are playing a pretty good first half here.
Well, but yeah, Dave, we're getting help from a lot of different people. Got a couple threes in early and really hitting the boards hard. We're 19-8 on the boards, 11 disparity in the rebounds, Dave, and we still got, that's in the first 8 minutes. We got 11 plus on the boards. Just a turnover, we're 9-4, and we're shooting 46% from the field. So all in all, going pretty good.
How about Patrick?
Yeah.
4 of 4, 6 boards.
6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, no turnovers, 9 minutes playing time. He played 9 minutes.
I don't think we'd have lost the 2 games we lost earlier in the year with him, do you?
Well, you can't.
Never know.
No, you don't. But we're sure playing better.
Watts almost, and he does. He steps on the line and turns it over, and Danny Adams caused that.
Good job of Danny hounding him there on the baseline.
4th turnover for the Blue Jays. How about that coming out of a timeout? You dribble the ball on the baseline. Somerville will inbound now. He cannot move. He slaps and looks. And gives to Ruffin up high right. Free throw line extended right. Give it to O'Brien. Going to field a double. Turn around. Hooker is good.
5 for 5.
He's got 10. 30-19. Biggest Bradley lead of 11 at 7:40 to play in the half. O'Brien's just a ton, and Jim's going to get him out so he doesn't get a 3rd foul. Here's a back cut. Funk walked. Oh.
Funk hasn't had a shot yet, Dave.
Well, Dave Hall was screened. He didn't see the walk. He saw the foul. Zach Andrews comes in for Somerville. We have these updated Valley scores. Drake 27, Missouri State 15. With 11:50 to go in the first half. Northern Iowa 27, Illinois State 14. 5 minutes to go in the half. And Indiana Fort Wayne, as Funk goes to the line for the first of a 1 and bonus, bounces it in. They lead 44-33. Jeffrey Day comes in for Watts. First point of the night for Nate Funk.
They're sending Tolliver back, so they're probably going to press in the event that Funk makes this.
30-20. Bradley's lead is 10. 7:35 to play in the half. Second free throw, that's good. So Funk gets his first 2 points of the night. He's a 73% free thrower.
And they fell back.
30-21 is the Bradley lead of 9. Lob to O'Brien, up and down. Has it taken away. It was a bad pass by Lawrence Wright. 4th Bradley turnover as he tried to hit O'Brien underneath. Here come the Blue Jays, and there's Funk. Look for a cross-court pass, look for a post pass. That's covered up by Zach Andrews. Now Day fakes left, looks at Johnny Mathis and gives him a handoff. And Danny Adams is on him. Jeffrey Day. O'Brien comes out on him. Shot clock reads 16, now 15. Mathis get a ball screen and pulls up a 3-point shot. Bounce it no good. Rebound, who's on the back? Day. His 2nd of the night. 15th foul. And so it'll be the Braves with Andrews, Ruffin, Wright, O'Brien, and Danny Adams. Maybe Danny get a 3 ball down this time. We'll see. 6:53.
Good defensive play the last time.
To go in the first half, Bradley's lead is 9, 30-21. Ruffin gives to Wright. Boogie with it out, free throw line extended on the right. Andrews fakes left, comes right. Andrews looking at O'Brien, who posts on the block on the right. Instead, Boogie going to take it into the lane. Stops, looks at the outlet pass, and Ruff had to go get it with 10-9 on the shot clock. Penetrating gives. There's that 3 ball I was talking about.
Danny playing with a lot more confidence, Dave. It's obvious on both defense and offense.
33-21, a bouncer by Funk on the miss, and a rebound, a 7th for O'Brien. Get me to the track, coach. 33-21, 12-point lead. Ruff's 3 ball. That's good again.
Where's those 0 for 18, Dave?
36-21, 15-point lead.
That's a 5th 3.5 already.
Save some for the Shockers. And a foul as Boogie tried to fight through a screen and was called for the personal foul. 2nd foul on Wright at 6 minutes to go in the half. The Braves are up 15. Ruffin out, Franklin in. So Ruff buried a 3. His first 3 since the 3. 3 points, Bradley's 5 of 11 tonight, Coach. Isn't that amazing?
Well, 0 for 18. We're a good 3-point shooting team, Dave. It just hasn't shown up yet. Maybe we will from now on.
Funk lost the handle as he goes to the line for the 1 and bonus. Free throw dribbles in. He's got 3 free throws. Somerville in for Lawrence Wright. The thing about it tonight, the Braves are clicking on all cylinders. 12 for Bennett, 10 for O'Brien with 7 rebounds. Just don't want to get a 3rd foul for him here. Free throw, Funk. Good. Bishop in for Funk. He's not in the best of shape. 3 for 3 is Tony Bennett from 3-point range. Somerville in the backcourt, 36-23, 13-point Bradley lead. Will's got it to get it across and finally does as he beats the pressure. They double him, and there's Dotzler to steal. Off of pressure, his layup is missed.
Good judgment that time by Andrews, not contesting the shot, David, and not fouling.
Would have been his third. Somerville a ball fake. Gets two in the air. Franklin. Danny Adams looks inside. There's O'Brien. Gets doubled. Passes out of it. Nice pass at the feet of Somerville. He gets it back. Now it's to Zach Andrews. It looks like a pinball machine. Zach. Danny. Three ball left. Yes, indeed.
That's two in a row. Certainly good to see Danny.
39-23. The Braves are blowing out the Blue Jays here. 16-point lead. Dotzler with it. Drives all the way down. Gives it to Bishop in the corner left. Beats Adams in a walk. That's why he beat him. 4:59 to play first half. Bradley 39. Creighton 23. Danny Adams, 2 3 balls.
You know, Danny's waited a long time, Dave, and he's getting a chance here, and he's certainly taking advantage of it. He gets a good team.
2 ready up here, coach, and counting these 3 balls. The Braves are doing a number on the long-range jumper. Give it to Franklin from Somerville. Going to be a 2 there, and here comes Crouch in the next dead ball. Will Franklin with it. Gives it to Adams inside the arch. Made that with 2. He might as well.
You might as well take another step and have 3 threes, Dave.
Timeout Creighton. 41-23. The Braves lead by 18. They are 17 of 31 from the field and 6 of 12 for 3.
Well, you got to hand it to a kid like Danny. You know, he's been a good practice player all the years he's been here, and he's been aching for a chance to get in. There's been a lot of good players in front of him. Now when he's had to get in and he got the chance to make some shots, he's certainly done it.
He just tied his career high that he had at Northern Iowa last year. Bradley Braves basketball is brought to you by Rainer Door of Peoria. Rainer Door, built to be worry-free. Call 579-2500 today. We don't have another 2 in here?
He tied it in about 4 minutes playing time, too, Dave.
We should have, no, it's 61. We started with 55, and we've got 6. That's 61. The Braves have 7 threes. They have us up here for 6, Watts. Crouch in for O'Brien. That's a good move for Jim West to get him out. With 4.5 to go, the Braves are up by 18. Mathis with it, 41-23 Bradley. Funk looked to cut back door and then hops back up. Adams is on him. Fakes twice. Pull-up jumper. Tough shot. Missed it. Rebound. Fought for by Crouch. Taken down by Dane Watts. So they'll reload it. Entry pass. That's kicked by Zach Andrews. So it'll be 31 on the shot clock. 4:12 to play in the first half. This is about one of the best halves the Braves have played this year, Coach. Except the first half against DePaul.
This is a real good first half, but we've had several other ones too.
Funk on the inbounds pass against Adams. Go behind the back, go down the lane, and he's pushed going in. Well, he went flying. I don't know who got him, but foul on Adams, his second. The Braves' 10th team foul. So it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Funk. He doesn't have a field goal, but he's 4 of 4 from the line. 4:08 to play in the half. I think he just fell down, Coach, according to the replay. Free throws up and good.
They've only got 6 baskets, Dave, and about the first 16 minutes of the ball game, they got 6 baskets.
I don't know how they got Danny on a foul on that, but they did. 41-24, one more for Nate Funk. That's good, too. He's an outstanding player. He may be redshirted. Yeah, this might be his last game of the year. With it, Andrews. Zach takes a dribble. Going to back in, turns off the glass. Good! One big step and fires a deuce, his first. 43-25. Could we get 50 points on these guys in a half?
We got a good chance right now.
Dotzler with it. Johnny Mathis been quiet tonight. Steal! Jeremy Crouch runs at the other end and now holds. Gives to Zach Andrews. And he's fouled going in before the shot. Oh, they called him for a charge, his third. Oh, boy. 3:39 to play. O'Brien in. I'm telling you, I don't think these guys have seen some of the plays that Zach has made. That's an awful call. 43-25. Bradley's lead is 18. 3:39 to play and a half. Back in a minute. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on 1470 WMBD. That was a flop. Give me a break.
They don't have the team to rebound with us when he got everybody healthy, Dave.
Right. 22-9. My goodness.
But you're talking about Tolliver and Day. You know, we got four guys that are better players and better rebounders than they are.
Dave Snell, Joe Stoll, Jim Watson, and Mike Sable. We're in Des Moines on Thursday night. Drake leads 3:10 to go in the first half over Missouri State 31-24. 2 minutes ago, looks like Indiana State's going down to Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne. They trail 48-41. And Northern Iowa at the half leads 29-16 over Illinois State. The Redbirds have trouble scoring. Bradley Braves basketball brought to you by CDS Office Systems. Revolutionize your office with the new Konica Minolta Biz Hub from CDS Technology. CDS, they connect people.
Creighton's having trouble scoring tonight, Dave. They're 6 out of 19, 6 baskets in the first 16 minutes.
How about the rebounds?
How about 22-9? That doesn't seem possible.
The Braves are making their shots tonight.
Even our guards can rebound, Dave, but we got four guys in that front line. They're interchangeable. You're not very weak with any of the three in there.
Well, they got another one in here. They've got Gadu.
Yeah,
Gaku. Not Geico. Gaku.
He's been in there, but he's much better, Dave. He's been in there before they're down 18.
43-25 is the Bradley lead with 3.5 to play and a half. It's Doelsler, Gaku, Watts, Funk, who just fired a 19-footer miss. Rebound O'Brien was on the back and got away with one. And out of bounds. Timeout called by the Blue Jays. That's their second. They will have possession of the ball. They've used 3 timeouts already. Well, no use to save him, huh?
Gaku's got some bulk, Dave. He weighs about 270, I think, but he hasn't played this level of competition. He might be a force in the future, but it's going to be hard for him to play here tonight with our quickness.
The next 1470 WMBD tailgate party at Buffalo Wild Wings is January 11th from 4:30 to 7. That's in East Peoria before the Wichita State home game. We invite you to take part at Buffalo Wild Wings. It's Sir James Watson and I's home away from home. We're there about every day.
I never would have thought it, Dave.
We got so many monitors there, Coach. We can't miss anything. Inbound right is Doelsler. Count is 2. Pass out in front. Funk gets away from Danny Adams. Now it's Johnny Mathis, who's not been a factor here tonight. Get a ball screen, but Will Franklin, who's in, fights through that. Doelsler with it. Up high is Gecko. Now there's their pinch post that we've seen on the side. Here's Mathis. Tough shot. Missed it. Rebound taken down Somerville. Outlet pass Will Franklin with 3 minutes to go in the half. Will with it. Give it to Somerville. Now Adams. Free throw line extended on the right. Pulls up his dribble. Ray Brown going to come in the next dead ball, and Gecko is holding on Patrick O'Brien. And we gave you the scores a moment ago, and
I think that's just a 16 foul, so they won't shoot.
So it'll be inbound, roughing in. Ray Brown comes in for the first time in a couple of days, and Danny Adams gets a nice hand.
And he should.
8 first half points for the Metamora Junior. Inbound is Crouch on the left. 2:55 to play in the half. Bradley 43, Creighton 25. Look at Ray Brown. Give it to Somerville up front, and there's Ruff, and there's a bad pass, Somerville, and Dotzler intercepts for the layup for 2. Lazy pass by Somerville that time, and Dotzler picked his pocket. 43-27. Turnover for the Braves. They're 8th. With it is Ray Brown. Ray got a haircut recently. He has the ball knocked away, but there's O'Brien get it back. Skip pass is Crouch inside Somerville. He's held. And the Braves will go to the free throw line for just the 3rd and 4th time.
That's about the only thing we haven't done is shoot free throws.
Wondered where Tolliver was. He's now coming in with Day and Porter and Somerville to the line. Sellis has 6 points. The only free throw shot were Tony Bennett. He was 1 of 2. Bradley 43, Creighton 27. Will the Braves get a 50-point half against the Blue Jays? Free throw Sellis, good. Kind of looking that way, doesn't it? One more for number 15. Trying for point number 8 and book that. 45-27, back to an 18-point Bradley lead. Dotzler with it across the timeline. Going to get a ball screen from Jeffrey Day. Bring it to the left. Pretty good freshman here. Count was on, now taken off. There is Funk. Takes a dribble to the left, go between the legs. Gives it to Day. Back to Funk on the left. They double him, give it to Day. Keep it on the left, Dotzler with it. Shot clock reads 12. Drives against Jeremy Crouch. His shot is influenced by O'Brien, but a weak side rebound. Tolliver is a putback good. He's got 4. 45-29 with 1:55 to play in the half. Bradley's laid down to 16 again. There's Ruff. There's a 3-ball. That's good! He's got 6. 48-29. The lead is 19. With it is Porter. Ball taken away, Somerville, and into the hands of O'Brien. Going for 50. Here's Ruff. There's JC. Ball fake. Go to the baseline all the way down. Gets hung. And has it taken away by Jeffrey Day.
Yeah, he switched off on the baseline, blocked the shot.
1:24 to play in the half. Dotzler with it, throws it to Ray Brown, saved by Ruffin. To O'Brien, back to Ruff, goes around Porter, all the way down. JC with it on the left wing. 28 on the shot clock. Pass goes in and out of the hands, and there to retrieve it is O'Brien. Now give to Ruffin with 1:06 to play in the half. 48 Bradley, 29 Creighton. What a first half. With it is Somerville. There is Ruffin. Looks at O'Brien down low. Off a screen as Ray Brown didn't get. Now a ball's, well, now he brings it between the rings with 6. Now 5. Now 4. Ruff with 3. Somerville, ball fake. Oh, shot Jeremy Crouch is up, wouldn't you know it. Made the shot, but a violation.
Got it to him, and just that fraction of a second sooner, he'd had another 3. That's
9th turnover.
Things aren't going good for poor old Jeremy. That's the way it goes.
He finally got one down, and it wasn't in time. 38 seconds to go in the half. 48-29. There's Funk. Drive down the lane.
Pass.
Good pass to Jeffrey Day. It's blocked by O'Brien, and the Braves will go and take their first half timeout with 31 seconds to go.
That's that help around the basket by Patrick.
This is an awesome performance. 48-29. This is a Dana Altman Creighton Bluejay team that's getting blown out here. That does not happen often.
Well, Dave, they're getting beat in rebound, they're getting beat in assist turnover, they're getting beat in shooting, 3 points, they're just getting beat everywhere.
Bradley Braves basketball brought to you by Methodist. Team up with Methodist for outstanding health care that's centered on you. Methodist is proud to be the official health care provider for Bradley Braves basketball. Bradley 49, Creighton, or 48 rather, Creighton 29. This will get their attention throughout the league. Still got a half to play, though. But it's hard to imagine that Bradley could play any better than they played in this first half.
Dave,
everybody.
We've got a good team. We got depth at every position. We got depth in the front line. We got depth at guards. We're going to be hard to beat all year.
Somerville gives to Ruff, who is in the backcourt with a half minute to go. Possession arrow belongs to the Braves, by the way. And Ruffin with it across the timeline with 23-22, and he's out near it. Dotzler with him. And a hold, a travel. Steve Morris calls the travel. So there's a turnover with 20 and a half to go.
19-point lead. I'll bet they'll go for one.
Dotzler with it with 18, now 17. Missed our 50-point half, Coach.
Well, we still got a chance.
Goetzer with it behind the back with 13, now 12. Give to Funk with 10. Now 9. Funk out near the timeline with 8. Now 7. Now 6. Drives with 5. Spins in the lane. Was fouled by Jeremy Crouch.
Oh, any question about that. The spin, Jamie just hooked his arm.
Crouch is first. Funk to the line. He's 6 for 6. With 4 seconds to go in the half, 49, or 40, I keep wanting to give Brad an extra point, 48-29.
When they're clearing out to go one-on-one, you don't want to get beat in a drive down the middle in the perimeter.
First of 2 for Funk is good. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on WMBD Peoria, Illinois. 48-31 as he made the second one. 4 seconds to go. Who's going to get the shot? O'Brien gives to Ruffin with 3. Cross the timeline with 2. Gives it to Crouch, who fires at the horn. Missed it. And we're at halftime. Bradley, a brilliant first half. Lead the Creighton Bluejays 48-31 at halftime. The Paradise Hotel Casino halftime report is coming up. Not many people came in here tonight saying Braves would be ahead by 17 points at halftime. We'll go over the stats and more when we come back in a minute. Bradley 48, Creighton 31. Braves will have possession to open the second half. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on 1470 WMBD.
New plant location?
San Diego.
San Diego.
The ocean.
The sun.
The people.
Problem.
Problem?
Prices.
Big problem. Solution?
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
Good paper.
Best paper. Pittsburgh paper.
Perfect.
Funk
Pursue
brought up their
potential
free
Pittsburgh
throw percentage.
property.
Hell, they were about 2 for 6, I think, before that.
They had these dogs performing the other night, Coach. They were really good at ISU.
Is that right?
Yeah. They weren't the Frisbee dogs. They were running relays. And they had one little bitty guy named Sparky. Okay,
Yeah.
Courtney, what do you got?
Sycamores lose 54-46 at the half at Des Moines. Drake leads Missouri State by 3, 38-35. At the half at Cedar Falls, Northern Iowa leads Illinois
Okay.
State by 13. Northern Iowa 29.
Thanks, Jeff.
At the half at Cedar Falls. Now for your enjoyment.
Okay.
Chicago, welcome the Bucket Boys.
Okay.
That might be later. I don't know.
Welcome, everybody, to the Paradise Hotel Casino halftime report. Go to Las Vegas this February for the big game party, courtesy of Paradise Hotel Casino. Prime Reward members can earn entries through January 15th with slot and table game play and double entries on Mondays. Bradley 48, Creighton 31 at halftime. Domination in the first half, and it was everybody. Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne wins at Terre Haute tonight, 54-46. That's 3 losses in a row now for the Sycamores. Halftime in Des Moines, Drake 38, Missouri State 35. Halftime at Cedar Falls, Northern Iowa 29, Illinois State 16. Coach, you got the scoring very balanced for the Braves in the first half.
Very balanced, and everybody making a contribution, Dave. Somerville had 3 baskets, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line for Marcellus, totaled 8 points. Patrick O'Brien hit his first 5 shots. He's 5 for 10. Tony Bennett had 4 baskets. 3 of those were threes. 1 out of 2 from the line for Tony to lead Bradley in scoring in the first half for 12. Daniel Ruffin took off where he left at the end of the game over there when he made that 3. 2 nice threes out here tonight for Daniel for a total of 6. Lawrence Wright with the basket for 2. Zach Andrews with a nice little spin move with the basket for 2. And Danny Adams came off the bench, Dave, and hit a couple of baskets, when the half was really being decided. He ended up with a total of 8 points. 2 of those baskets were threes. So good help from Danny. And, this is the thing about it. I think we got 5 guys with 2 fouls, so we're not in any real foul trouble. And you can substitute. You guys coming in or making a contribution. You don't have to say so-and-so now. We got to play like this until he gets back in. We can get somebody with 3 fouls now and put somebody in with 2, and we're still in not bad shape. Our depth is really obvious here tonight in the front line and the backcourt both.
And the Creighton lack of depth is also in evidence tonight.
Very much so, because they have some guys come into the ball game that are screeners, they're passers.
Gaku and Ninsu.
Yeah, they're not really scorers. there's a problem now. Of course, they had a couple guys out hurt, as you know. You got Mott's out, who's a good shooter, but this is no excuse. The way we're playing here tonight, you know, we can play with anybody. And we got that type of personnel, Dave. They put it together like this, and we're going to be hard to beat.
23 rebounds for the Braves in the first half, 8 offensive, 12 rebounds for the Blue Jays, 5 offensive. Bradley 19 of 34, 56% in the first half. Creighton 32%, 8 of 25, and Funk is 0 for 5. Points in the paint, Bradley 14 to 8. Off turnovers, Bradley 8 to 4. Second chance points even at 4. Fast break points, Bradley 9 to 2. Bench points, Creighton 13 to 10, but that's Funk, who didn't start. And just a dominating first half by the home team. Bradley at Drake on Thursday night at the Knapp Center against Dr. Tom Davis's Bulldogs.
Does anybody won a game on the road besides
Drake at Evansville?
That was their first game of the year, I think. And that's the only one that's been won.
So the Braves will try to get one on Thursday, but got a half to go here. It's the guys with the buckets down there.
They're
drumming
pretty good.
down there. They're very, very good. Paradise Hotel Casino halftime report. We gave you the scores again. Drake 38-35 over Missouri State at half. Indiana State lost to Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne. And 13 is the margin. Northern Iowa over Illinois State, who only scored 16 points in the first half. Wichita and Southern. Bradley will be there on at the SIU Arena on Sunday afternoon. That is just starting. That'll be a war. It always is between those two. They don't like each other a whole lot, those two teams. They've had some wars
they don't.
in the past.
You know, I'll be surprised if Southern doesn't win that ball game, though, Dave.
They will guard you, won't they?
Well, they'll guard you, and Wichita's, you know, they've got a little bit of a problem. Anytime that, you know, you start the conference season, you got 3 starters on the bench for violating whatever rules they may be. There's got to be a little something going on there, and you got to have cohesion. Seemingly that's what we got this year, Dave. You know, everybody seems to get along well. Kid there like Danny Adams gets in the ball game tonight. You know, he's been a deep sub for a long time. He's never complained. He works hard in practice, and then when he comes in and really makes a contribution. We got 4 guys that could, any of the 4 could start in that front line. With Andrews out of there, you could play right in there. You got the big guy O'Brien and Somerville, and it's nice to have somebody coming in the ball game like that. Anytime you make your first substitution, that is solid depth in your front line.
O'Brien, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks in 16 minutes of play, and 5 of 5 from the field. It's a pretty impressive performance.
Well, David, his first
3 times out.
His first 2 were impressive performances. He had like 14 rebounds the first game, 19 in the second, and
he's on his way to double digits again.
Well, yeah, and he's averaged about he's not playing 10 minutes the ball game, and he's playing well. He's a soft touch around the basket, switching
block
off,
the shots and keeping them in play.
That's right. Your guards can gamble a little more out front. When you got somebody back there that can take up the slack and be a human racer for you on the drive.
Back with more of the Paradise Hotel Casino halftime report as we're banging down on the floor. And the Braves are busting it up on Creighton. 48-31 is the halftime lead of 17. Nice hand for the guys down on the floor. Bigger, stronger, faster. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on 1470 WMBD.
The end of the half. Score 14-10.
This season, don't miss a thing from your sports or your beer.
And we're back for the second
Grab a
half.
Miller Lite with more taste than Bud Light and half the carbs. Miller, good call.
At the Better Banks, we never forget we serve people, not numbers. That's one reason we're committed to staying locally owned and operated. It makes us more accountable to the people in the communities we serve.
I still get all the services that are provided from the national banks, but I'm not just a number. I'm not just an account. I become a person and a valued customer, and that's really important. I really feel valued with the Better Banks.
3-point range. From the line, Creighton attempted 16 free throws and made 12. The Braves had 4 free throws and made 3. Rebounds, Bradley leads 23-12 in rebounds. Patrick O'Brien leads all with 6. 4 for Zach Andrews and 4 for Marcellus Somerville. Personal fouls, 7 on Creighton, 12 on Bradley. Turnovers, 8 on Creighton, 10 on Bradley. Daniel Welton has 8 assists and only 1 turnover. More halftime music. The Bradley Alumni and Friends Band, directed by Dave Roman.
Coach, I think we're going to win the league. I think we're going to win the league.
All I needed was a bucket.
Yep. We're back at Carver Arena. Welcome back on the Paradise Hotel Casino halftime report. Bradley and Creighton taking their warm-up tosses. The Braves will move from our right to left to right if you're watching at home in the second half. And they have a 48-31 lead over the Creighton Bluejays. It's hard to imagine the team could play any better than they have in the first half. The DePaul game, they played very well. But they're hitting on all cylinders tonight.
We're playing solid, Dave. We're rebounding well. We're shooting the ball well. Now, granted, you're going to have a turnover here and there, and you're going to have a misplay on defense. You can't expect perfect games, but you get a 17-point on Creighton. We've did a lot of things right to do that. And not just one person, but everybody's chipping in with defensive plays, a good pass, good rebounding, and better judgment in handling the ball. So it's just fine to see us play this way and to have so many people make contributions. I think that's just very important.
That being said, you don't want to relax against this team.
No, I think we got too much ammunition to relax, Dave. It's going to be tough. It's tough to play against us because we can hurt you on the boards, we can hurt you on the fast break, we can hurt you on pressure defense. So you're not going to have much chance to relax.
Bradley will have possession to open the second half, leading by the score of 48-31 over the Creighton Bluejays. That's the Paradise Hotel Casino halftime report. Back in a minute for the second 20 minutes. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on 1470 WMBD.
You know, the score at Illinois State was 50-50 at about the halftime.
Yeah.
We got 48 and could have had 50 or 52.
Yeah. We didn't get any. Here it comes.
We just got to win a game on the road. That's what we got to do.
Yeah, like Thursday.
Yep.
We got to win that game.
Yep. Because it's going to be tougher than Southern, I think. I think of the two, Southern's going to be the toughest.
Dave Snow, Joe Stoll, Jim Watson, and Mike Sable back at Carver Arena. I'm sure Jim Les said the first 3 or 4 minutes here of the second half is going to be very important to not let the Blue Jays back in this and have a chance to make a run. Teams usually do make a run, but
when you're down 17, Dave, with as well as we're playing, and we should continue to play well. We're going to have sometimes we're not going to shoot as well, but we've got good personnel and good personnel coming in. Let's see if they're starting Funk. Yeah, they're starting Funk. He was 0 for 5. We played pretty good defense on him, but he is a fine player, Dave, whether he scores or not.
Watts, Funk, Dotzler, Tolliver, and Mathis. Bradley's 5 of Wright, Ruffin, O'Brien, Bennett, and Marcellus Somerville inbound sideline right. Get the ball from Dave Hall. 48-31 is the Bradley lead, and here we go again. Ruff with it. Out near the timeline. Looks to attack. See what Jim drew up in the huddle. It's inside O'Brien. That's usually pretty good. They 3-time him. His turnaround jumper is an air ball this time. Lawrence Wright saves off the leg and out of bounds of Johnny Mathis.
That was almost a fall-away jump shot. That wasn't really Patrick's shot. It's hard to criticize the guy. It's 5 for 5, but that really wasn't his shot, Dave.
What a play by Lawrence Wright to save it. Lob to the basket is O'Brien. He pushed off. Yep, that was a good call. His third foul. Made the field goal, but pushed off. That was a good call, because he sure did. Pushed off to get the basketball, and then the ball's intercepted by Bennett, flagged out of bounds.
On plays like that will make Patrick a smarter play. You know, we've used that lob a lot of times, and you realize he can't push off on the pass end.
O'Brien has 2 fouls. He does. Here's the other end shot missed, rebound, and there's a block.
Two blocks.
Two blocks for O'Brien. Into Ruffin, whose layup is up and good, and foul! They'll go to the line for a trifecta as he took the ball to the hole and was fouled on the play.
And here again, Dave, you get a push off by Patrick down at this end, comes right back down at the other end, makes 2 blocks to save it, and it results in a possible 3-point play at the other end.
Foul is on Funk, his second. First team foul, and Ruff to the line for a 3-point play.
Patrick could have
2 blocks by
played that
O'Brien.
soft down there and was afraid to try and make the block. Instead, he makes 2 blocks.
7 points for Ruffin, and Bradley's biggest lead. We talked about getting off early in the second half. Well, it's 3-0 on the Ruffin 3-point play, and it's 51-31. 20-point Bradley lead. Here's a ball fake, and Tolliver's layup is good as he ball faked on O'Brien. And here's pressure at the other end, and the ball is thrown away as O'Brien tries to save, and Somerville was, I'm not sure exactly where he was throwing the ball. He tried to hit O'Brien in the front court, turned it over. Bradley's 11th turnover. Porter in and Mathis out. This is 2 bad games for Johnny Mathis in a row, and he's a pretty good player.
Yeah, he's a much better player than that. You're right.
Porter give to Dotzler, and he'll be across the timeline at 19:05. Get a ball screen from Watts, but Ruffin goes by that. Dotzler, pretty good-looking freshman. Here's Nate Funk. He was 0 for 5 before that one. He missed it. Shot is up and rebounded in by Watts. He's got 5, and the Braves' lead is cut to 16. And here's the inbounds pass is taken by O'Brien. Give to Ruffin, and the Braves are on the break. Give to Somerville. 3-ball left wing. That's bouncing up and in. Oh, boy.
Had to wait a little while for that.
3-ball goes 54-35, and there's Lawrence Wright fly swatting the ball out of bounds at 18:34. Well, that's 8 threes tonight. With it is Tolliver. Handoff is to Funk.
Nice
His lean-in
defense.
shot is good. What
nice
a shot.
defense by Lawrence, and he just shot it in.
His first field goal of the night, 54-37. Here's at the other end, O'Brien feed from Ruffin, and a foul, and O'Brien goes to the line for a three-point play. What a pass by Ruffin that time on the penetration. Just that quick. Down at the other end, Dean Watts picks up the foul, and another three-point opportunity for the Braves. They had 3 from Ruffin on the hard way. Then they got the bounce, and Somerville's 3, and now O'Brien, who has a dozen, will try for a three-point play. OB is only 1 of 4 from the line in this season. This is his 3rd game. 56-37, trying for a 20-point lead again. Yeah, and in and out. And a rebound taken down by Tolliver. Dotzler with it across the timeline. 56-37 is the Bradley lead. Tolliver, a 3-ball. Out front scores. Tolliver hits a 3. That is his 4th of the year. He's 4 for 9.
That's 4 more than the other.
Here's a lob up and down. It's knocked away by Porter.
Doubled up on that
As
pass.
Lawrence Wright tried to hit him, and Tolliver at the other end almost stepped on the baseline. Jump stop, kick it back out. Porter 3-ball left. That misses. Rebound Tolliver. With 17:44, a new shot clock. 56-40, 16-point lead for the Blue Jays. Dotzler all the way down the lane. Lay up and get it as he beats Ruffin. Jim left one's time.
That's good time.
56-42. Ruff was beaten by Dotzler handily that time. At 17, look at the clock run. Only 3 seconds ticked off the clock.
Let it go.
17:27 went down to 24. And this will be a full timeout, being the first one in the second half. Bradley 56, Creighton 42. Back in a minute, you're listening to Bradley Basketball on 1470 WMBD. You see that clock, Coach? When tick,
No, I
tick,
didn't see it. I didn't
tick.
see it. Who's on the clock for us? Sutherland?
No, he's the official scorer.
I think we're a little low on 65. But the first one there is going to be us.
Not too long. Dave Snell, Joe Stoll, Jim Watson back at Carver Arena. Bradley Braves basketball brought to you by Avanti's. If you have a son or daughter between 8 and 12, register them to be an honorary ball boy or ball girl at any of the 3 Avanti's locations. Winners will be notified and announced prior to each home game. And Bradley Braves basketball brought to you by Methodist. Team up with Methodist for outstanding health care that's centered on you. Methodist is proud to be the official health care provider for Bradley Braves basketball. 56-42. The Bradley lead is 14. Biggest was 20. How about Tolliver hitting that 3-ball, Coach?
You love to see him shoot it out there.
They're 4 of 9. Bradley's 8 of 14 from 3. 38% now for the Blue Jays. Rebounds are 25-16.
And we're 58% from the field and 57% from three-point range.
Creighton 11-8 here in the second half, as the Bradley lead at the break was 48-31. Lawrence Wright, O'Brien, Bennett, Ruffin, and Somerville, as Creighton will show the 1-3-1 press here, and
they'll
at
try
the half court,
and
they'll trap.
get you to throw one away, and then they'll probably fall back out of it.
Waiting for the horn here for television. The clock, by the way, continued to run about 3 seconds after the timeout. So here we go. Ruffin has 10 assists, by the way, already. And Ruff has it now.
Daniels a true point guard.
With it is Somerville. Free throw line extended to the right. They're doubling. Lawrence Wright gives to Ruffin. Ruff with it, free throw line extended right. Looks at O'Brien, who posts against Tolliver. Back pass, Lawrence Wright. Layup is up and good, and foul. Good look.
Wasn't that Ruffin with another assist?
Nice inside pass that time. 17-12 to go. Funk picks up his third foul. A nice little high-low that time. And Boogie to the line. He's been very good from there, and he got that one down. Increases his 78% percentage. 59-42, so the three-point play out of the timeout. Post passes Tolliver. They double him. Passes out of it to Dane Watts. His three-point shot is up and rim no good. Rebound is Somerville. Pulls it down and looks for the guard. Gives it to Ruffin. Daniel across the timeline at 16:50. Look for the lob, not there. Somerville inside O'Brien. Layup missed.
Nice pass. Good look by both Ruffin and Somerville.
Just was a little short. Here's Dotzler with it the other end. Put the ball on the floor, almost lost it. Picks it up. Tolliver, another three. Missed it wide left. Funk the rebound. His short shot is good. Funk put it down, make it a 15-point game. 59-44. Ruffin from O'Brien, 16:23 to go. A lot of time as Mathis will come in on the next dead ball. Ball screen for Ruffin by Lawrence Wright. And a skip passes Somerville. Inside is O'Brien. His hooker with the left hand is good.
Nice move with the left hand that time by Patrick.
He has 14 at the other end. Tolliver beat him back and scores. Beat OB back 61-46. Zach Andrews will come in the next dead ball. We'll have an official time at that. We're under 16 minutes. 61-46. Ruffin gives to Bennett. Three ball, Tony missed. Rebound is O'Brien, almost pushed. Loose ball, and who fouls? Somerville. 15:49, Creighton down 15 with the ball. Jeffrey Day comes in, Zach Adams comes in, Johnny Mathis comes in when we come back. Bradley 61, Creighton 46, 15:49 to play. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on WMBD Peoria, Illinois. Okay, Courtney, you got some scores for me?
Luke Vaughn wearing a white t-shirt. Luke's from East Peoria. Each will have a chance to put on a Bradley basketball jersey, shorts, and shoes. And make
Okay.
the first one to make the basket will be the winner. On your mark, get set, go.
That is.
Okay. Nine minutes. 5 points for the Shockers.
Well, only 8 for Southern.
Yeah.
Where's Drake playing? They're playing at home?
Yes.
Really don't want to see Missouri State win there, I don't think.
Dave Snell, Joe Stoll, Jim Watson, and Mike Sable back at Carver Arena. Bradley 61, Creighton 46, 15:49 to play for the ball game. Bradley Braves basketball brought to you by the Greater Peoria Airport. You always park free at the Greater Peoria Airport when you fly to over 250 destinations worldwide. Check www.flypia.com or see your travel agent. Bradley and Drake on Thursday night. We have Jim Les live tomorrow night from 6 to 7 right here on 1470 WMBD. Ruffin, Wright, Andrews in for O'Brien. Along with Tony Bennett. Braves are 8 of 15 from 3 tonight. Only did the line 7 times, 5 of 7. Creighton is 12 of 16 from the line.
Well, it hit so many threes and had so many baskets around the basket, there hasn't been many opportunities to go to the line.
Coach Ruffin, 11 assists, 1 turnover in his 19 minutes. He's having a game.
Well, Daniels, that's hard to say you're capable of, but Daniel is a true point guard. He can get the ball to you if you're ready for it, and he can make some shots, as he's already shown big time this year.
Nick Porter will inbound. The Braves will pressure. Ninsu is back in. Give to Dotzler, and he's across the timeline, and Ruffin goes and gets him. 61-46 is the Bradley lead. Dotzler with it. Johnny Mathis, free throw line extended to the left. A ball screen from Jeffrey Day. Mathis gives to Porter. Looks at Day, who posts inside against Lawrence Wright. Dotzler with it on the left wing. Get a ball screen from Day on a pick and roll. Now gives it to Ninsu. His jumper for three is good on the right wing. Blue Jays are creeping back closer here. 61-49. It's down to 12. They've kicked off 8 points off the Bradley lead. Lawrence Wright skip passes to Tony Bennett. Tony has it out high right. Now give it to Lawrence Wright. 15-10 to play for the game. Ruffin with it. Somerville takes a dribble. Pull up 15-footer. Rimming off, no good. Rebound, Zach Andrews just takes it away. And he does the Jerry Springer flip. And gets to his feet, and the Braves will have it with a new shot clock and 15:02 to play.
We have a hard time getting up on one knee, Dave.
It's amazing what he can do. Somerville inbound left. Who's holding away from play? Ninsu. Ninsu is holding on Zach Andrews. No, it was Day that picked it up, his third. Somerville gives to Lawrence Wright. He's underneath. He lays it up. It's blocked. Gives it to Somerville from Zach Andrews, and he'll go to the line for a pair. Great pass by Zach. As he threaded the needle, how it got through there, I'll never know. Ninsu's first. Team foul 5 now on Creighton at 14:57. Somerville will go to the line. The Braves have been on 61 for a little bit here, as it's a 12-point lead, 61-49, 11 points for Somerville. This will be 2 here. Free throws up and good. He's 3 for 3. Bradley 6 of 8 from the line, and one more for Sellis. Our magic number tonight was 65. We got 14:57 to go. Second free throw is missed, and Johnny Mathis pulls it down. Across the timeline, gives to Dotzler. The ball fake inside. Day is wide open. Kaboom! As he got away from Somerville. 62-51, so they play 2 for 1 and get within 11. Here's a pass across the timeline by Ruffin to Somerville. Gives it back to Ruff between the rings. Looks right, comes right to Bennett. Free throw line extended. Somerville comes out and gets. Now swing it to Lawrence Wright. Looks up top, looks at a posting Zach Andrews. Now Ruffin with it, 16 on the shot clock. Somerville post, turns, tough shot. Bounce it, no good. Lawrence Wright the rebound, flip it up and get it. 64-51, 7 points for Lawrence Wright.
That's one thing we can do, Dave. We can get that offensive rebound when there's a shot.
Dotzler with it out high against Ruffin. And he's pushed out of bounds. Johnny Mathis is pushed down by Ruff. Or Tony Bennett, rather.
That's 3 on Tony, isn't it?
It is, and here comes Danny Adams in for him, and Funk is back. 14:06, reload the shot clock. Here, Bennett with the 3 fouls comes out. Adams is in for him. Tolliver is in, and Dane Watts is in.
Well, Danny played well enough that first half to earn a little earlier playing time the second half, Dave.
Funk, Tolliver, Watts, Mathis, and Dotzler. Side handoff is to Funk. His long-range 3 is short. Rebound is taken out. 2 fought for it, and at the other end, here comes Tolliver for the slam dunk. And Creighton's within 11 again, 64-53, and here comes O'Brien in. And he replaces Zach Andrews.
Replacing Andrews.
Well, the Braves are 1 away from their magic number. Their 20-point lead is down to 11. We knew Creighton was going to make a run of some sort. Here's a lob inside, and Danny Adams bails out. That was supposed to be for O'Brien, and Adams went and got it. Lawrence Wright give to Ruffin. He's got 11 assists on the night. Is number 12 in the hopper. Here's Somerville with it. Backs in, gives it back to Ruff. Looks for the pass, looks for the shot. And now skip pass to Somerville. High pass pulled down. O'Brien, tough pass, inside out. Ruff. Danny Adams, DA for 3. Rim it, no good. And a rebound taken down Tolliver. Creighton could get another double digits here. With it, Tolliver. Now on the right is Mathis. Drives in the lane, stopped. Inside out, intercepted by Danny Adams on a steal. He covers up and looks for Ruff. Turnover number 9 for the Blue Jays. Ruffin with it. Jim West backs him out and wants the offense is set to be run with 13:07 to play. 60 for Bradley, 53 Creighton. With it, Lawrence Wright. Gives to Danny Adams, brings it to the left. Bounce pass, Lawrence Wright gets free. His hang and fire jumper, good. What body control left to right hand on the left side. He's got 9, 66, 53. There's the magic number hit by the Braves. Crouch will come in the next dead ball. Dotzler with it. Now Funk, free throw line extended on the right. Jumping out to help is O'Brien. Jumper by Funk is up. Air ball. Tolliver watches it go out of bounds. He doesn't shoot many of those. Probably the last we're going to see of him, I would imagine, this year, Coach.
Well, you don't know, Dave. It depends on the decision.
He's going to see an orthopedic man in Birmingham, Alabama on Wednesday. Lawrence Wright to inbound. Bradley's lead is 13. Looks for Ruffin, who gets the basketball, and Johnny Mathis trying to stop him. Ruff now brings it to Lawrence right across the timeline. Look at Boogie go in the lane. Crouch back out to Ruff between the rings. 12:25 to play. Bradley 66, Creighton 53. Crouch with it left. Gives to Lawrence Wright. Ruffin in the motion offense. Here comes Jeremy Crouch in the lane. Lobs up, down, and tipped away.
Good defensive play that time by Tolliver.
Tried to hit O'Brien. Bradley's turnover. They're 14th. We'll have an official time in the next dead ball as we go under 12 minutes to play for the game. 13-point Bradley lead. Dotzler with it. Now it's Funk. Free throw line extended on the left. He's going to drive to the free throw line. Kick it off Mathis. 3-ball forced up. Bounce no good. Rebound taken down by Dean Watts to Dotzler. There's Mathis. 3-ball again. That one bounces up no good. Rebound Lawrence Wright. He looks and gives to Ruffin. Boogie now, he's starting to get the rebounds. He's got 5. Lob to O'Brien. Pushed off.
Yeah, I think
got the layup, but he pushed. That's his third. 11:33 to play for the ball game. It's Bradley 66, Creighton 53. Back in a minute. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on 1470 WMBD. Here you go, Coach.
Thank you.
Dave Snell, Joe Stoll, Jim Watson, and Mike Sable back at Carver Arena. Remind you tomorrow night, Jim Les live from 6 to 7 right here on 1470 WMBD. Bradley Braves basketball brought to you by Avanti's. If you have a son or daughter between 8 and 12, register them to be an honorary ball boy or ball girl at any of the 3 Avanti's locations. Winners will be notified and announced prior to each home game. Bradley and Drake. That's on Thursday night from the Knapp Center in Des Moines, Iowa, the capital of the state of Iowa, Coach.
Dave, it's not hard to see how they cut it down. We're still shooting 7 out of 14 the second half, or 50%. But they went 8 for 25 the first half. They only made 8 baskets in the first 20 minutes. They're 10 out of 20 the second half. They've already made 2 more baskets the second half in the first 8.5 minutes, and they made the first 20 the first half. So they have shot the ball. And you got to give Creighton credit. They come out and they played with intensity, and it's not that we're playing bad. Creighton just came and made a good fight of it here.
How about Johnny Mathis's numbers? 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. 3 points.
Well,
Funk is 2 for 10, and Funk and Mathis are 3 of 17 from the field.
And that's another reason, Dave, they're about trailing by 13 right now.
It's Watts, Funk, Tolliver, Porter, and Bishop who's in. Just Bishop giving Dotzler a blow. And Jeremy Crouch is there with Somerville, Ruffin, Danny Adams, and Lawrence Wright.
You called, I think, 11 assists by Ruffin with only one turnover thus far.
Amazing. With it is Funk, now Porter with it. Free throw line extended on the right. Tolliver up front. He hit a 3-ball earlier. Handed off to Funk. He drives. Give it to Bishop. Left-hand leaner is missed. Weak side rebound. Watts misses. Rebound comes out to Adams. Gives it to Ruffin with 11-11. He's across the timeline. Bradley 13 8-point lead in the ball. Adams, his shot for three left is in and out. Rebound is taken down by Bishop. Got there, just couldn't finish. Here's Bishop with it across the timeline. He's a quick little guard, left-hander. Porter looks inside. Somerville covers up on Tolliver. Good hand fight going on in there.
Yeah, but I think we lost it.
Where'd the whistle blow?
I think they got it on Somerville in the post.
Yeah, it is. Southern Illinois 19, Wichita State 15, 4:09 to play first half. Here's the inbound pass coming. Bishop. The count is 3. Uh-oh, there's Funk. Put on the line for 2. Bounce it no good. Another rebound for Danny Adams long. Zach Andrews will come in on the next dead ball. 10:44 to play for the game. Bradley 66, Creighton 53. Adams with it now. Somerville. Crouch with it on the left wing. Looks at a posting. Lawrence Wright. Here's Crouch inside 10-footer. Dribbles it in. Jeremy Crouch gets his first field goal. 68-53. Back to a 15-point Bradley lead with 10:25 to play. Bradley with a 15-point lead. Here's Bishop going to the left. He's very quick. Give it to Funk. Look at a lob inside to Tolliver. Somerville trying to front the post. He's really working. And here's a ball thrown away. Somerville goes down. Is he all right? He came down on his ankle. I think he's okay. With it is Crouch. Feed past Lawrence Wright. His hooker is good. And a timeout going to be taken as Somerville's a little bit hobbled as he came down a little awkward on his ankle. He's okay.
Well, that's what we're capable of, Dave. Just that quick. We're back up 17.
Somerville out. Ruffin out. Ruff has played tremendously here tonight. One of his better games as a Bradley Brave, really. As Boogie got that shot down, he has 11. 1, 2, 3, 4 Braves in double figures. 70-53. Franklin and Zach Andrews in the Bradley lineup. Here's Bishop with it. High post pass to Tolliver. Turns and looks. There's Dane Watts. 3-ball left wing is up and good. Dane Watts makes it 70-56. Inbounds pass is made Will Franklin. He's stopped. Give to Danny Adams. Now to Franklin again. Across the timeline with 4 to spare. Crouch with it. Drives. Inside out. Franklin. Now Lawrence Wright. Danny Adams looking at a post pass. Jeremy Crouch now to Franklin. Ball fake. Didn't take. Whistle. Somebody's holding away from play on Lawrence Wright. Dane Watts picked it up. Team foul 6. 3 on Watts. 9:25 to play. Jeffrey Day going to come back for Creighton. He replaces Watts, who leaves with the 3 fouls. 9:25 to play. Bradley 70, Creighton 56. Crouch inbounds. The count is 2. And throws it way out in front to Will Franklin. Now it's Lawrence Wright. Off a screen is Crouch. Now give to Andrews. Fakes Wright. Now takes a step. Going to back in. Stops. Gives it back to Adams. And they'll reload with Franklin out high right. 18 on the shot clock. Lawrence Wright with it. Boogie going to take a couple dribbles. Gives to Adams. 14-13 on the clock. 9 minutes to play. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They double JC. And Porter is going to have a layup at the other end. And Jeremy fouled him. That was a bad play.
Yeah, it really was.
Tony Bennett will come in. JC was stripped and then fouled on the play, and a 3-point play for the Blue Jays. They could get within 11 again. As he fouled Porter and made the layup.
Yeah, if you're going to foul him, you're going to foul him earlier, Dave, and all they would have got was the ball out of bounds. Now they get a basket and a chance for a 3-point play.
Porter has 6. As Crouch picked up the foul, Chance says he's 2 for 2 for a 3-point play. That's good. They've made their free throws tonight. Mathis for Porter, 70-59. The Bradley lead is 11 at 8:54. A lot of time left here. Got to keep playing. Inbounds passes, Andrews. I can't see that, Watts. I can't see it. With it, a layup at the other end is missed by Lawrence Wright. Zach Andrews gives to Danny Adams, who came out there with it. And they'll reload.
That was a hustle play.
Lawrence Wright looked at a 3, didn't take. Now Tony Bennett has it. Andrews, Franklin. Danny Adams post pass inside Lawrence Wright, in and out of his hands and walked. 8:29 to play. 17th turnover for the Braves. And with 8:29, Creighton tries to get under double digits again. 13 out of 17 for Creighton at the line. O'Brien will come in the next dead ball. 8:19 to play. Bradley's lead is 11. Funk with it between the rings. Takes a look at a ball screen. Give it to Tolliver. He's not going to shoot a three again, is he? He was fouled by Zach Andrews.
He really didn't have much place to go that time. It was a little off balance. It's kind of a tough call.
4 fouls on Zach. 1 in bonus for the Blue Jays. O'Brien is in with 8:09 to play. And Tolliver goes to the line. They like this, to get to the line with a clock stopped and a chance to get it down to 9.
He was a bad free thrower last year. He's 72% on the season this year, Dave, but he missed his first two the first half.
0 for 2. Bradley's biggest lead was 20. It's down to 11 now. If he makes both of these, it could be 9. It was on the floor, so it's a 1 in bonus. O'Brien back in. He does not have a rebound in the second half yet. Tolliver, the 1-and-1. Got that one. 70-60. So they're halfway back with 8:09 to play. Somerville will come back. Second free throw is missed, but the long rebound is run down by Johnny Mathis. Somerville and Ruffin will come back in. 70-60. Day gives to Porter. Drives baseline against Lawrence Wright, who pushes him.
Yeah,
out of bounds.
Didn't take the baseline away from him.
And it'll be free throw time for the Blue Jays again when we come back in a minute. 7:57 to play. Creighton creeping back in here. 70-60, and the Blue Jays have a couple of free throws, try to make it 8 with 7:57 to play. Back in a minute. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on 1470 WMBD. Here you go, Coach.
Thank you.
$7:57 to play for the ball game. Bradley 70, Creighton 60. The halftime score was 48-31. So the Blue Jays have obviously played much better here in the second half. Bradley's double figure scoring tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4 with Wright, Bennett, Somerville, and O'Brien, all in double figures, led by Patrick's 14 points. 6 rebounds now for O'Brien and Lawrence Wright. Bradley 34-26, their lead on the boards.
We only had 10 turnovers in the first half, Dave. We've already had 17 in the second half, and that's given them a chance to get back in at that, plus making some free throws.
Porter to the line, Nick Porter, 60% coming in. He's got 7 points, and he's 3 of 3 from the line. He wears number 3.
He and Funk have made the free throws. Funk was 8 for 8 the first half. And Porter 3 for 3 now.
This is a result of that rebound that they got off the last miss, this possession. So Porter at the line. And he makes both of these, and it'll be an 8-point game. Free throw number 1 is good.
They've closed the gap on rebound. They've out-rebounded the second half, Dave.
3 minutes pretty important here. Creighton creeping back. Free throw 2 is good. 70-62. Crowd getting a little restless. Lawrence Wright gives to O'Brien. Back to Wright, gives to Ruffin. In the backcourt. Bradley's lead down to 8 was 20. 70-62. Crowd trying to help the Braves here. With it is Ruffin. Give to Tony Bennett. Tony drives, gets a man in the air. Somerville looks at Ruffin, gives it to Bennett inside. Whoa, he should have given it to O'Brien.
You got to give it to him right quick.
There's a ball knocked away, Porter from Lawrence Wright. They have a 2-on-2 break. Bounce pass through it at the feet of Ninsu, who's in the corner on the left. Now Porter gets a step. Here's Johnny Mathis' 3. That's up and good. Here come the Blue Jays. They're back to 5. Mathis hit only his second field goal. Here's Somerville at the other end for the Braves. They've cut off 15 points. Dana Altman encouraging his team with 7:10 to go. Braves have been stuck on 70 for a while. Got it with Lawrence Wright. Here's Ruffin with it. Looks inside at O'Brien, running off a screen and a drop down pass. Bennett, kaboom! The first of the night, and it goes to Patrick O'Brien.
Nice high-low pass that time.
72-65. That was a big pass from Bennett to O'Brien for the slam dunk. And timeout taken as the Braves get back to a 7-point lead. 6:46 to go. Coach, if we were on the road, we'd say, well, we're right back in it now.
Well, Creighton might think that, Dave, but I tell you, we got a pretty good team. They made a great comeback. You got to give it Creighton. You know, they came out the second half and they played very well. And we shot the ball well. We turned the ball over a few more times. But 7-point lead, we just got to take care of business now. Credit Creighton, we just got to take care of this.
Led by 19 late in the first half, and then went up by 20 early here in the second half. And the Blue Jays got it down to 5, 70-65, before that beautiful drop-down pass by Tony Bennett to Patrick O'Brien, and a timeout taken by Dana Altman, and he has only one left.
Got 17 turnovers, Dave. They only have 10. That's been a factor in our comeback.
Creighton gets the possession arrow. They only have one timeout left. They have 16 fouls. Here's the inbounds pass made to Mathis. That was a big three that he hit. See if the Braves can get a stop here with 6:40 to play. With it is Tolliver. He hit a three-pointer early that was big when they first started coming back. Mathis with it. On the right, there's Funk. There's a three. That's up and bounced, no good. Rebound, and somebody's on the back. Tolliver, or it is Watts. That's his fourth foul. And one in bonus for Somerville at the other end with 6.5 to go. So Watts gets the foul. And that's 4 on him.
Funk had a pretty good shot that time.
Yes, he
that
did.
3, too.
When he let it go, Coach, I thought it was going down.
I was afraid of mine.
Dotzler will come in. He's been on the bench for a while. And Nick Porter is in.
Probably going to take Watts out with 4 for a couple minutes.
Porter and Dotzler is in as Somerville to the line with a 1 in bonus. He has a dozen. And he's 3 of 4 from the line.
We got quite a little size advantage here now, and we can take advantage on the boards again.
Free throw 1 is good. Back to an 8-point lead. So 3 straight for the Braves and 1 more for Somerville, trying to make it a 9-point lead again with 6.5 to go. Sellis is second. That's rimmed in. That was not a swish as it hit side of the rim, but went down. 74-65. See if the Braves can get another stop here. Dotzler with it behind the back. Good-looking freshman. Works against Ruffin. Bring the ball to the right, and there's Funk. Stepping out is O'Brien to help. Drop down pass to Tolliver. Has it blocked by O'Brien. Gets it back. Shot is blocked by O'Brien again. Gives to Bennett. To Ruffin. 2 blocks on the same play. Tony Bennett, a ball fake. Stops. Pull up 10-footer. Got it in.
How big are those blocks at the other end?
6 minutes to go. 2 blocks in a row, O'Brien. With it, Dotzler. Braves up 11 again. Funk in 3-point territory with Bennett on him. Slides to the lane. Drop down passes. Booked away by Bennett. To Ruffin. 5:40 to go. Braves on a run. Somerville. 3-ball right. Yes, indeed.
Got a chance to open it up again, and we did.
79-65. Somerville gets the 3-ball. Porter with it. Drives inside. Lean-in shot is good. 10-footer sits everybody down. Back to a 12-point Bradley lead, 79-67 with 5:19 to play. 2 big blocks by O'Brien. And the second one he just took away from him.
And finish off the other end of the basket.
Bennett get a ball screen. Pull-up jumper, Tony again. That's rimming no good. Lawrence Wright the rebound. Back up. And missed. But he'll go to the line for a pair with 5:03 to play.
Lawrence got a nose for that ball around the basket, Dave.
He sure does. He's got 11. Johnny Mathis picked it up his first. Jeffrey Day will come in. And let's see who he gets. Tolliver. And Dane Watts with 4 fouls comes in. 5:03 to play. Braves are on a real run. They had their lead cut to 70-65. And they've outscored the Blue Jays now 9-2, and it could be 10-2. It is. And it could be 11-2. 12 points for Lawrence Wright. 12 points, 7 rebounds. Free throw 2 is missed. So he goes 1 of 2, and here's Dotzler. 80-67, 13-point Bradley lead. Dotzler with it, comes in and now out, and then throws a bad pass in and out of the hands. O'Brien takes it away. Gives to Ruffin with 4:49 to play. Ruffin across the timeline. Penetrate all the way down, flip it up and miss it. Rebound taken down Lawrence Wright, and he's fouled. He'll go back to the line for 1 and bonus on the 19th foul with 4:42 to play.
Wasn't any big hurry for Daniel to take that shot, Dave. We got a 13-point lead and 4:40 to go. Could have brought it back out. We were fortunate we got a foul in the rebound.
Another one on Johnny Mathis, his second. Lawrence Wright to the line with a 1 and bonus. Boogie has 12. Stays at 12. Tipped in on an offensive rebound by Patrick O'Brien. 82-67. To the hard way.
He's got 18.
Watts. Tough pass. Mathis pulls it down to the right. Bradley's lead is 15 again. Mathis pull-up jumper. Tough shot for 3, missed. Rebound comes long, Bennett. Front court is Lawrence Wright. Gives it to Ruffin, but threw it away.
There again, Dave, 15-point lead. There's no need to take a break like that, take a chance on it, really. Time's more important when you got a 15-point lead.
19 turnovers for the Braves. Bishop in, Mathis out. 4:17 to play. Bradley 82, Creighton 67. So the Braves are on a 12-2 run here. With it is Dotzler against Ruffin. Hands off to Funk. 4:08, 4:07 coming up on the 4-minute timeout. A ball screen. O'Brien comes out to help. Then it gets back. Dotzler in deep. Jeffrey Day inside out. 3-ball Watts left. It's bouncing no good. Rebound off Ruffin out of bounds. Official time. New shot clock for Creighton. 3:56 to play. Bradley 82. Creighton 67. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on WMBD Peoria, Illinois. Okay, Courtney, what you got for scores?
What's that Drake score?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Wichita's first road game in the day.
Yeah.
You don't know who to be for in that one.
Dave Snell, Joe Stoll, Jim Watson, and Mike Sable back at Carver Arena. 9,109. The announced attendance tonight. Points in the paint, 34-24 Bradley. Off turnovers, even at 17. Second chance, 14-10 Creighton. Fast break points, 19-6 Bradley. Bench points, 22-12 Creighton.
Yeah, recent burst on the boards, though, Dave. 40 rebounds now for Bradley and only 29 for Creighton. O'Brien had several good plays there. 19 turnovers, Dave, and a lot of those weren't caused. A lot of them were just unforced errors that we made, unfortunately. We're shooting 55% for the ball game. They're shooting 39.
Halftime at Carbondale, Wichita State 23, Southern Illinois 21. 1:02 to go. Missouri State 75, Drake 72. And Northern Iowa beat Illinois State 60-47. 60-47 was the final score there.
O'Brien's got 11 shots, Dave. He's 9 out of 11 from the field with 8 rebounds and 5 blocks.
Well, they asked the player of the game.
27 minutes.
They asked the player of the game, coach, and I gave it to Ruffin because of his 11-1.
Well, he's 12-1 now, and Daniels played well the entire ball game, but O'Brien 9 out of 11 with 5 blocks. You couldn't go wrong with either one.
Dotzler with it. The inbounds passes to Funk. He pulls it down, and Bennett was right there with him. 3:52 to play. Funk with it on the right. Free throw line extended. Get a ball screen from Watts. Now brings it up top with the left hand. Dotzler. They have Bishop. They have a couple of real little guys there as Bishop, who's the left-hander, brings it to the right. Get a ball screen from Watts in a pick and roll, but doesn't get it back. Bishop stops in the lane. Had nowhere to go. Watts, tough shot. Fall-away shot. Bounce it, no good. Rebound is tipped out Ruffin. With 3:28
We're
to
playing a
play.
little slower now, I think.
So they're going to slow it down as Ruff crosses the timeline. With 3:22 to play. 82-67 is the Bradley lead.
We're in a double bonus.
Bennett with it. Looks at O'Brien inside. Gives to Lawrence Wright, wants to high-low. Instead gives to Somerville, a ball fake and walk. 20th turnover for the Braves.
You hate those, that aren't caused either.
Johnny Mathis returns
Mathis in with 3:11 to play.
for Dotzler.
And Ninsu is in. Dotzler is out.
For Watts.
Watts is out. Mathis, Ninsu, Bishop, Day, and Funk with 3:10 to play. Johnny Mathis brings it across the timeline. Stops, puts it on the floor, and almost lost it. Now gets it back from Ninsu. 25 on the shot clock. Johnny Mathis drives in the lane. His shot is partially blocked by Ruffin and now taken down by O'Brien. And it's knocked away by Mathis out of bounds with 2:52 to play. Looks like this is going to be a winner, Coach.
Yep.
82-67.
Yeah, it's going to be a winner.
I don't think
And we
they can
played
catch up now.
real well, Dale, at times, and credit Creighton to the good comeback. We was good. Cut it down 5. We're back up 15 again.
Lawrence Wright to inbound with 2:52 to play. Tony Bennett went baseball length of the court, but
That's one thing we can do. We can score in a hurry. We have to.
Lawrence Wright with it across the timeline with a right-hand dribble. Takes it with a left and gives to Somerville. Now it's Bennett. 2:40 to play. Shot clock reads 20, being more patient now. Bennett looks for Ruff and gives it to him out high left.
We're just running down the clock. That's right.
With it is Ruffin from right. 10 on the shot clock, now 9. Get a ball screen with 8. Ruff all the way down, lay it up and miss it. Rebound no good as it was tipped up by O'Brien.
Patrick almost had another one.
Funk down at the other end. Better stop him. Layup is missed. Rebound comes long to Johnny Mathis with 2:15 to play. Cross court Ninsu. Fires it up. The knife man missed it. Rebound to the corner. And it's saved into the hands of Bennett, who was fouled by Funk. And across the timeline comes Tony with 2 minutes to go. Ruffin has it. 82-67. Braves are about to go to 8-3 and 2-1 in the Valley. And beat the Blue Jays, Jim Les, for the first time and end a 9-game losing streak to this crew. Ruffin with it. Ninsu's on him. Shot clock reads 14, now 13. Knocked out of bounds. 12 on the shot clock. 1:42 to go. And it'll be inbounded at half court.
And the double bonus might just finish strong, too. But don't get careless.
Lawrence Wright looks and gives to O'Brien. Back to Ruffin, who's down the lane. Gives to Somerville. 3-ball left corner. Bounce it away, no good. Rebound taken away by Ruffin. Ruff on the steal, and he'll bring it back. He's done everything tonight, really. He's played a marvelous game.
He's had an exceptional game.
Here's Somerville with it. Up high right. Mathis knocks it away. Right in the hands of Marshall Lipkin in row 1. 1:20 to play. 22 on the shot clock. Inbound Somerville looks for Ruffin. Covered up by Bishop. The ball is thrown away and taken by O'Brien. And off of who?
I'm going to get a foul on 43, I believe, Dave.
As he fouls O'Brien.
Foul on Day.
Fouls on 43.
That's his 4th. And so O'Brien will go to the line with 2. He's 1 of 5 on the season.
Got a chance to get to 20 if he can make them both.
And will and make another career high for him. He's had 23 other times. Free throw 1 is missed.
Yeah, Dave, it was. It was missed twice.
It went straight up, bounced around, and went off.
Looked like it was coming back down.
Oh, it was going to make me look real bad. 82-67. Second one. Swish. 83-67, 16-point lead. Funk is going to the locker room, Coach. We've seen the last of him.
Yeah.
He might have hurt himself again. With it is Porter. Free throw line extended left. Now Mathis takes a step. Pull up 15-footer short. Rebound taken down Bennett with 1:05 to go. Tony ahead of the pack. All the way down. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for a pair with 1:01 to play. Third foul on Mathis. He's got them all in a hurry here. Tony was on runway 1. Mathis got him. How many for Tony tonight?
He had 12. He had 14 now.
He's 1 of 2 from the line and with 1:01 to play. That's a lot of points to score against Creighton. Free throw 1 is good. Don't forget the contribution Danny Adams made in the first half of this game.
Yeah, when the game was being decided. And Ruffin had a lot of assists then, too. We just played very well as a team, Dave.
What I like is they made a run and the Braves answered very quickly. Got it down to 5, knocked 15 points off. Now they're up 17 as he missed the second free throw with a minute to play. Across the timeline's Bishop. He's very quick. Here's Mathis. 3-ball way out front. Missed. Rebound Somerville. Gets and gives to Ruffin with 48 seconds to go. You know that 9-game losing streak to the Blue Jays?
It's over.
It's about to end. Lawrence Wright with it out near the timeline. Here's Porter. Hands off to Ruffin. 20 on the shot clock. Now 18. 84-67. Ruffin gives to Bennett. 3-ball corner right. Bounce it no good. Lawrence Wright another rebound. Holds on. Throws it to Ruffin. And the Braves don't have to score again. But kaboom! They do! Ruffin gets another assist.
The basket by Somerville.
On a Somerville slam dunk. 86-67. Need a 4 here someplace. 14-13 at the other end. Porter. His layup is good. And the clock continued to run. 86-69. O'Brien will hold the basketball. And the Braves will go to 2-1 in the league. And the winning streak is started again. And the losing streak to the Blue Jays is history. 86-69. The Braves win it by 17 after the Blue Jays got within 5.
17 at halftime, Dave, and they did come and make a run. And to their credit, they came out and played and shot the ball much better. But it didn't stay at 5 very long. We took it right out of there.
Somerville got the slam dunk. He's got 19. O'Brien had 19. And the Braves win it 86-69. And they go to 8-3 and 2-1 in the Missouri Valley Conference. Coming up next, the Central Illinois Bank postgame show. We'll talk to some players. We'll talk to Jim Less as the Braves win it by 17. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball on 1470 WMBD.
2 points for Jeremy Crouch, 2 for Zach Andrews, 8 for Danny Adams, 9 for Danny Ruffin, 12 for Lawrence Wright, 15 for Tony Bennett, and 19 for Patrick O'Brien.
13 assists. I think he was 13-1.
Yeah, I think he was, Dave. I think he was.
Final scores in Valley action at Northern Iowa. Panthers defeated Illinois State 60.
Here you go, Coach.
47.
Thank you.
And at the half,
Makes it a lot easier.
Wichita State had a 2-point lead over the Salukis after the half. Final score in Des Moines, Missouri State 85, Drake 79. Bears win on the road.
Zach had 6 rebounds in 12 minutes of that, Dave.
Courtney, you got that final on Southwest Missouri. They won.
They did win.
Missouri State,
win
yeah.
at Drake. I don't like that. There's still a team that you got to beat.
No, Drake and Missouri State. Okay, yeah, they had a final here a second ago, but I didn't hear what it was. Welcome back, everybody, to Carver Arena. Bradley 86, Creighton 69, led 48-31 at the break. Creighton came back to make it 70-65, and then the Braves went on a accelerated spurt and put the game away, and they can score quickly and often. And we welcome you to the Central Illinois Bank postgame show. Community banking the way it used to be, with 3